So, I know Beatrice has been on my calls before. I don't know, Mary Kay or Susie, have you been on my calls before? No? Nope. The desire
This is
was
my first
there.
one.
That's
Yes.
your, all right. And user two, if you can't, if you, for whatever reason, maybe you're at work or something, just listening, if you could type your name in the chat or rename yourself, then I know who you are. And I can address you that way. All right, is it showing up? Yep, it is. There it is. All right, so if you are here because you want the biohacking and energy class, this is the one. So I am going to, why is it not showing me? They made a bunch of changes. There's the chair. It's like usually the chair button is right there, and it was not right there. Okay, and slideshow.
Did you hit record, Lynn?
I did. I double checked because, sorry. Hold on, I have to shoo a few animals outside. They're always drawn to me. They want to be here. No matter how many times I say, no, don't. Hold on. And that includes the kitty. You. Yes, you. Real life examples of how we spend our energy. And slideshow. Come on. There we go. From the beginning, in the beginning. There we go. All right. I usually shut my video off when I do this so you guys can focus on the slides. Every once in a while, I'll pop up if there's something I want to show as an example. So if you want to do that as well, you can. If you want to mute yourself, if you have background noise, feel free to do that. It is not a requirement, but I want you to keep them open right now because I have an icebreaker question. What's the best thing you've got going on in your life at the moment? So I'll start. I shared some things that were, I wouldn't say the best thing I've got going on, but I was able to see my children, most of them. I saw a grandson that I hadn't ever seen before, and he was born in December, so that was a very special treat. And so that's the best thing I've got going on in the moment, besides being with you guys. So
I'd say my family is the best thing around me right now.
yeah.
Since my husband died, my 2 sons and my 2 daughters-in-law and my 2 grandsons have been showing up exactly the same moment that I need them.
Yeah.
They're all there.
Yeah.
And it's wonderful. I'm fortunate. I'm very fortunate.
The moment that you need them. Yep.
The moment that I need them, they're all here.
Yeah.
They're here.
Yeah.
And either I get a call from my youngest son from Washington, where he works, or my grandsons show up, or they're always here.
Yeah.
They're always here.
Wonderful. I'm glad they're there for you.
Yeah, I am lucky. I am lucky.
Yes. How about you, Mary Kay?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Oh, wow, awesome. Okay, usually I can't hear with these things. Yeah, I just put on there that I had one of my nieces had a little boy early this morning, and so it's her
Nice.
kid. But oh yeah, it makes like 22 great grandkids for my mom. So we got a lot of babies around here.
Yes.
Um, the end of August, I'm going on a cruise with my mom and my sister. And so we're really looking forward to that. And so, yeah, got some fun things to look forward to.
Yeah, I love it. Where are you going?
We're going out of Galveston, which is be the closest to us. And we're going to Key West, Florida, and then the Bahamas, a couple places in the Bahamas. It's 8 days.
Nice. Wonderful. I feel the ocean breezes already
Uh-huh.
because it's so hot here. I'd love to feel those ocean breezes. It's just humid. How about you, Susie?
Well, this was perfect timing, Lynn. I was called to come because I've been really focusing on boosting my energy. And like I said to you this morning, I'm like totally overfilled with energy and I'm like giving it away now. So that's been really, really strong for me. And it's interesting because I got in the mail from my web designer. She sent me a pouch of crystals. So it was like perfect timing for me to like channel this energy that I have going
Yes.
on. I'm
Yes.
like, ooh, okay, a place to put it.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's been really good. And I've been blessed to share it. Like people have been coming in, like even this morning when you were messaging me and I was like, here you go.
Yep.
Take some time.
Yep. And then it went out into the universe so that the right people could be there for me.
Yep.
I love
Yep.
it.
That's what I was manifesting. I was like, it's all working out over there.
It's always working out. Yep. And I keep telling myself that. Doesn't mean I don't freak out a little bit, but it's like, yep, that didn't go as planned, but it will go. All right. Let's see. I just want to check the chat, make sure I'm not missing anything. Yeah. Oh, this morning. Oh, yes. All right. Well, so as an alchemical herbalist and functional nutrition coach, my niche, if you want to call it that, is helping people who are bone sucking tired because they're helping others instead of themselves. And I came to that realization that that's where my heart is to serve people, is because that was me. Many of you know I have a large family. I have 7 children, currently 9 grandchildren, one husband, many animals, but I'm always thinking of them first instead of myself. And there was a time when I did that too much and I couldn't even lift my head off the pillow. And so I get it. And so I'm here with all the tools I have to help you get this energy back, get this mojo back, get whatever it is you need back. So while you're on this call, make sure you silence your phones, commit to being here, to being fully present in this moment. You can have a notebook and pen ready. If you printed out your guidebook, you can take notes there because I'm going to expand on some of the things I put in there. And it's my intention to share diet and lifestyle habits that can help you to biohack for yourself what you need to have the energy so you can reach your goals and dreams. And there will be a time of Q&A after the presentation. However, if you have a burning question or thought during the presentation, please feel free to open your mic and share with us all. Okay. All right, this is where I shut my camera off. All right. I'm going to do this. There we go. So, in a world of espresso shots, energy drinks, a heavy dose of adrenaline to top it all off, it can be hard to imagine a world where you won't have to consume insane amounts of any of them to get energy for the day. Case in point. So we left Utah at 5:30 yesterday morning, and I drove until about 8:30, 9:30 at night. I drank water because the energy that comes when you have a full bladder was enough for me. My husband then took over the shift from about 9:30 till 7, and he's a Red Bull Mountain Dew man. So there was a difference in our bodies this morning as we got here. And there was lots of adrenaline and everything, but I'm teaching him as well how to manage that. So reaching for that cup of coffee or energy drink, it can give you a temporary, keyword temporary boost of energy and adrenaline, but there's nothing like doing a little biohacking to get over that hump during the day. So biohacking is a term used to describe various tips and tricks for enhancing the body's ability to function at peak performance and maybe extend your lifespan. So while certain modalities of biohacking may seem extreme, you may have followed some people or whatever and see what they do. Forms like meditation and intermittent fasting are fairly commonplace and time tested with extensive research supporting their use. What's new, however, is the movement behind this overall quest for better biological function. So keep listening to learn about biohacking and potential ways to use its principles to elevate your health. Because biohacking can feel like a scary term, and it's thrown around all over in popular media without really giving a true understanding. So before you jump into something blindly, it's best to get an idea of what you're up against so you can engage with it fully. With more energy, your health and wellness goals are suddenly in sight, and you're better able to help your family, friends, and yourself on a daily basis. So, what is biohacking? The term biohacking, for many, it's broad and it's scary. It's like, what are you talking about? It kind of brings to mind experiments done in dark labs and people who can't function in normal society. Biohacking goes into more simple things than those extensive experiments. They're simple processes and procedures that you can do at home to change your body and mind and finally reach those health and wellness goals. At its core, biohacking is just human enhancement that's designed to improve performance, health, and well-being. Biohacking is the practice of employing methods drawn from fields like biology, genetics, neuroscience, and nutrition to enhance physical or mental performance, improve overall health and well-being, or achieve a specific health outcome like weight loss. Sometimes biohacking is also called do-it-yourself, DIY biology. We think of biohacking as something that's happened as technology advances, but there are some techniques that go back to ancient times, including meditation and intermittent fasting. The advance of technology has pushed biohacking to new frontiers and new limits, changing the body and the way the body processes food and exercise creates new systems that can give you a new advantage on a daily basis. So I thought I'd give you a brief history of biohacking. Dave Asprey, who is the author of Smarter, Not Harder, The Biohacker's Guide to Getting the Body and Mind You Want, said biohacking is a global movement based on the idea that you can change the environment around you and inside of you so you have full control of your own biology. For most people, control means a desire to be better, not just okay. And he shared this during the 2023 National Biohacking Conference in Orlando, Florida. So in Asprey's case, he was once seriously overweight and struggling with brain fog and chronic fatigue while working in Silicon Valley. His journey with what's now called biohacking began when he decided to apply the principles of being a computer tech hacker to his own personal biology instead. He said hackers look at something they want to access and they don't know what it is, but they start poking at it until they get the behavior they want. And then they gain control of the system by changing the way they get in. Asprey regularly shares how his hacking philosophy led him to extensive personal experimentation, including taking dozens of daily supplements and injecting his own bone marrow harvested stem cells into various joints in his body. He's healthy and full of energy right now, and he says he plans to live to 180 years old. So Asprey and a group of mostly affluent men, like ex-Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey, who is another prominent biohacker, they're largely responsible for pushing the biohacking term into pop culture prominence. But for people who aren't as invested or as financially wealthy as the small subset of initial billionaire hackers, the idea boils down to not leaving the status of your health to luck, chance, or genetics. Instead, biohacking is the art and science of shifting one's physiology and nervous system to function optimally, intelligently, and efficiently. So almost any tactic could be considered biohacking if an individual employs it with the goal of enhancing their biology in some way. Therefore, the categories and possibilities for biohacking, they're just vast and they're almost overwhelming. But most types of biohacking generally fall into one of the following categories. The first one is lifestyle. This category of biohacking focuses on making positive health and behavior choices, as well as embracing ways of life that activate the biology of performance and longevity. Lifestyle is probably the most accessible way that most people can start experiencing biohacking, as it includes factors like dietary shifts, breath work, meditation, and exercise. Molecular biohacking involves the use of natural and synthetic molecules that can help shift one's biology. Taking supplements would fall into this biohacking category. Molecular biohacking incorporates a small particle that has some kind of biological effect. It's your vitamins, it's your minerals, it's peptides, which are small protein fragments. Biologics are cellular or biological products that are meant to improve or enhance biology. Biologics function like some sort of human cellular material. They could be cells, or they could be small little information packets like exosomes, which are basically biological bundles of DNA, mRNA, which are proteins, and growth factors. Biologics typically need to be injected, such as stem cells, or delivered intravenously. So in other words, by IV transfusion. Some biologics require prescription from a healthcare provider, such as medications approved by the Food and Drug Administration, the FDA, while others don't, such as non-medical IV therapies offered in independent boutiques nationwide. You may have seen them in your area. They'll do vitamin C transfusions, maybe glutathione. And then going back to the idea of a prescription, I have a client we're working on, actually I have a couple of clients we're working on their eye health. And there's a medical grade food that they have to get a prescription from their optometrist or whatever eye doctor they have. Biohacks in this category of technology include devices like wearables, like if you have a smartwatch, and then diagnostics, such as a blood sugar monitor. In some cases, biohacking uses technology to gather data about the body and its functioning so an individual can use that information to adjust their health as they strive for improved performance. Many of my clients, I really encourage them to, get a blood sugar monitor. And that is a form of biohacking because as you eat, exercise, check in with your emotional health, you can see the data there that is coming in to say, oh, that food repeatedly has raised my blood sugar, or wow, what's going on? I did this exercise and phew, so it's giving you ideas of what is going on. Technology biohacks also include the use of advanced machines like hyperbaric chambers or electromagnetic stimulators to try and stimulate more rapid physiological changes or healing. Because, we often think, oh, it'll take time for this to happen. And you know what? It doesn't have to. Things can happen as quickly as you want them to, as you receive them to. So, is biohacking really safe? Biohacking is fighting a bad reputation in some circles because it's occasionally practiced ahead of the science, meaning people test hacks on themselves before they're proven to work in a controlled clinical research setting. In fact, a 2020 article in Science expressed concern at the lack of scientific oversight of many genetic biohacking and other DIY science procedures currently surfacing on the consumer market. However, when approached with safety in mind and used incrementally, biohacking can be safe for most people. It's crucial to approach biohacking with caution, relying on evidence-based information and consulting with healthcare professionals when necessary. But always remember, you are your best expert. Tune in as you're doing things. How does this feel? Even before you start doing something, ask yourself, just because these experts say I should do it, should I do it? And listen to the voices in your head. So here are some current examples of biohacking. So I'm going to go back a step here, explain some of this. So the following are just some common areas people often wish to biohack and a few trending examples of how to approach each concern. So returning to this slide. Many people become interested in biohacking as they start to advance in years. According again to Dave Asprey, one of the top biohacker demographics includes people between the ages of 35 and 50, because individuals in this life stage suddenly start noticing signs of aging. Cellular senescence is one of the main concepts at play in age biohacking. As cells in the body are damaged by injury, stress, or disease, they are removed by a natural process called apoptosis. And you may have heard these terms before, but I just want to share them again with you so you can understand them better. So as the body ages, it becomes less efficient at clearing these senescent cells. Their accumulation may lead to inflammation that can damage other nearby cells, accelerating the aging process and the onset of disease. Accordingly, many people in the age-related biohacking arena focus on cellular health and regeneration, They believe that if the production of senescent or damaged cells can be stopped or even reversed, then the aesthetic and physical changes that come with aging can as well. And as a 65-year young woman, I applaud that. So here's some age-related biohacking examples: red light therapy, stem cell therapy, cryotherapy, the use of at-home non-ablative lasers, the consumption of anti-aging and mitochondrial support supplements, like those containing CoQ10 or coenzyme Q10, polyphenols, L-carnitine, and urolithin A. I'm just going to touch on energy biohacking now because I'm going to go into this in a little more depth. Biohacking for energy is one of the top areas explored, again, according to Dave Asprey. What's more, biohacks for sleep are often part of this category because a person often can't be energetic if they're not well rested. Most US adults fall behind here, with over 1/3 of adults included in the National Sleep Foundation's 2020 Sleep in America poll saying they don't get the recommended amount of sleep. This category can also include stress relief, as chronic stress can be very draining on a person's overall energy. So some energy-related biohacking examples include the use of sleep tracking devices. Maybe you or a friend has an Oura Ring, the wear of blue light blocking glasses, light therapy for circadian rhythm regulation, the use of meditation apps for sleep support, stress relief, or both, the consumption of supplements like vitamin B12 and magnesium, and timed caffeine ingestion. Whether a person is seeking weight loss, metabolic efficiency, or better digestion, biohacking and food go hand in hand because controlling what, how, and when one eats is a biohack most people can readily understand. Biohacking often involves customizing one's diet to optimize cellular nutrition. Consuming a nutrient-dense diet rich in vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and essential fatty acids can provide the building blocks for healthy cells. Specific dietary approaches like ketogenic diets or fasting regimens may also affect cellular metabolism and energy production. Cellular nutrition aside, maintaining a healthy weight is crucial for metabolic health and longevity. Excess body weight, and I want to stop for a second there because they have charts that say this is what you should be, but it may not be that's what's best for your body. Your body, again, will know when you have excess body weight. And the kind that I really worried about most is that visceral fat, the fat around the organs. That can contribute to metabolic imbalance, insulin resistance, and chronic disease. By optimizing metabolic function, excuse me, through healthy lifestyle choices, individuals can enhance their physical performance, support cellular health, and potentially increase their lifespan. So diet and nutrition related biohacking examples include the consumption of supplements for blood sugar control, the use of continuous glucose monitors, the consumption of prebiotics and probiotics, the use of ketone breath analyzers, pardon me, the use of metabolism monitoring devices, intermittent fasting practices, understanding which foods cause gut inflammation, and understanding and implementing principles of nutrigenomics, which is how nutrients and one's genes interact. Athletes, including professionals or weekend warriors, are often looking to gain a competitive edge in their training, performance, and recovery, which makes biohacking very common among the athletically inclined. What many people don't realize is that exercise itself is a biohack. Regular exercise has numerous benefits at the cellular level. It promotes mitochondrial biogenesis, which is the creation of new mitochondria, improves cellular energy metabolism, enhances insulin sensitivity, and stimulates the release of growth factors that support cellular repair and regeneration. A recent study in the Journal of Science and Medicine in Sport found participating in a single high-intensity interval training, you may know them as HIIT workouts, can also boost brain neuroplasticity, which is the brain's ability to rewire or modify its neural connections. And it does this within 20 minutes of the session. So this all being said, people looking to boost athletic performance or accelerate recovery from workouts or injuries can choose from a wide range of high-tech biohack modalities. Physical health-related biohacking examples include cold plunging practices and the use of ice baths. And I will insert here that if you do have chronic fatigue, I would not recommend this. It would just exacerbate the cortisol release in your body. There's also the use of heat therapy and saunas, the use of smartwatches and other training feedback tools, whole body vibration therapy, pulsed electromagnetic fields or PEMFs, red light therapy. This is really good for healing and recovery. Exactly, I should specify in there with exercise. The consumption of athletic supplements, again, like creatine and amino acids, and the consumption of electrolytes and some energy drinks. So Patrick Porter, he's the founder of the brain training platform BrainTap, said the most powerful pharmacy is between your ears. If you manage your brain, then the rest of your health follows. Neurons that fire together, wire together. Brain-derived, oh, I know what I wanted to say. I'm reading my notes. So thanks to mirror neurons, the brain matches its surrounding environment. The function of these neurons can partially explain why a person generally feels different at a spa than they do at a rave. The brain affects a person's emotions, physiological processes, hormones, memory, focus, ability to learn and process information, and so much more. Brain-derived neurotrophic factor, otherwise known as BDNF, is a term often discussed in brain biohacking because this specialized protein promotes neurogenesis, which is the birth of new neurons, and neuroplasticity, which is the ability of the brain to create new neural pathways. A number of scientists refer to it as like miracle grow for your brain. So you have to become your own software engineer for your mind. Higher levels of BDNF are associated with better overall cognitive function and memory, and may even offer neuroprotective effects. Accordingly, many brain biohacks are intended to increase a person's BDNF levels. But the main premise of brain biohacking is that you must care for and regularly train your brain. So brain-related biohacking examples include the consumption of nootropics or cognition-enhancing supplements, the use of psychotropics like microdosing LSD, the practice of brainwave entrainment, transcranial magnetic stimulation or TMS therapy, neurofeedback therapy, meditation, breath work, regular exercise to stimulate BDNF production, and brain games like crossword puzzles and Sudoku. So now we'll talk about the body and energy. We all know I don't like coffee. Never, I think I've had 1 or 2 cups in my life and didn't like it even then. We all know that downing 3 or 4 cups of coffee before bed will most likely keep you up at night, but creating or boosting your energy goes beyond just having some extra caffeine. I will tell you that if I have anything with even a small amount of caffeine in it before noon, I am up and into the wee hours of the next morning. It just doesn't work well with me. Hold on 1 second. Oh, better start that again. Where was I? Okay, sorry. The beauty of working at home, even if you have a sign on the door, is that other people want to help out. Here we go. Here we go. I did that. Did that. I get to see that we're really getting down there. There we go. I think this is where he's at. So from that slide. All right. So when you feel that burst of energy after having maybe some candy, okay, I can raise my hand on that one, or a cup of coffee or tea, your body processes the drinks and causes your neurons to fire faster than usual. Food and exercise can boost energy naturally and give you that extra boost to get through the day. Now, some people discuss with me that coffee is a type of food and, you know, it should be considered. And if it works for you, that's great. Same thing with green tea. I can do better with green tea, but not, I still, again, have to monitor it. And that's one of the things I keep wanting to reinforce here is just because it works for some people, check in with yourself. If I am, oh, did I? No, dang it. I don't see my recording still on. Gosh almighty. Can anybody else who's tech inclined see that I am recording?
I see that you're
I see
recording
it.
to the cloud.
Thank you.
Yeah. You're good.
All right, I am good because I've got friends like you. All right, so let's go here. And I think I did that one. There we go. So biohacking can be a simple way to use your body's natural processes and make them work for you in an orderly way. Instead of trial and error to find ways that your body gets that little energy boost, biohacking gives you a clear path to having energy whenever you need it. So the best biohacks for energy. Instead of relying on artificial substances to give you the energy you need for the day, simple biohacks can help you consistently find energy, even when things get more difficult. Coffee, tea, and energy drinks, even the sleep you get at night, can vary from day to day, leaving you drained and burnt out when you need energy the most. So, for example, with all the driving and everything, I did not get the sleep that I probably should have. So I can feel it in my energy cup. And so I know there are certain hacks that I can do to help me be in my body, feel the energy, and move it through. So teaching your body how to consistently keep up those energy levels without other inputs can be a lifesaver. This is one of the best things you can do for your health and wellness. And I know that because I did it this morning to help me be here. But we often set it aside as something that only concerns the mind. While meditation alone can help you be more relaxed, process ideas and thoughts more fully, and leave you feeling recharged, it also profoundly impacts your body. Even biohackers who might have moved on to other newer types of technology go back to meditation as a positive way to impact their body. Since meditation requires slowing down, it can be seen as the antithesis of energy boosting. Simply slowing down and focusing on meditation for a time can boost your energy in new ways. As you sit down to meditate, there are a few simple things to do to ensure you get the biggest energy boost during your time. Start by taking some time to study the body's energy field. So we're going to talk about chakras a little bit here if you're not familiar with them. Exploring the chakras can lead you on a journey of self-discovery and well-being. These energy centers, deeply rooted in ancient traditions, are believed to influence the various aspects of our physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being. So let's dive into chakras and how they align. The root chakra. The location is at the base of the spine. Its color is red. It governs stability, grounding, and your survival instincts. The alignment is that it connects us to the physical world, ensuring a solid foundation for personal growth and security. This is why when you do a meditation or maybe even breath work, one of the first things they'll say is to ground yourself. That is the foundation. Sacral chakra. So now you're moving up your body. You started at the base of your spine, and it actually goes underneath into your perineum, and it actually can also include your legs and feet. So your sacral chakra it's your lower abdomen. It's that area below your navel, and its color is orange. And this is your seat of creativity, your emotions, and your sexuality. And I would say even reproduction. And the alignment for this is that it fosters a healthy emotional expression and encourages a vibrant approach to your life's experiences. So if you're feeling stagnant, like you or even stuck sometimes where you're feeling emotions, but you don't know how to reach them or express them, this would mean your sacral chakra is probably out of alignment. Oftentimes, if you have dreams or desires to do something and don't know what to do, this again could be a sacral chakra imbalance. And then we have the solar plexus chakra. That's right around your navel area. So it's just in that upper abdomen area, and its color is yellow. And this governs your confidence, your self-esteem, and your personal power. And for this alignment, it empowers you to be in control of your actions so you can confidently make these decisions for your life. And so again, this builds on each one. If as you look at them, you need this foundation for personal growth and security and feeling your healthy emotional expression before you can move up and feel confident in your decisions. And those are often called the lower chakras. And these, so there's like this place between those first three chakras and then moving up into the heart chakra. That's kind of like a conduit. And the heart chakra, as it sounds like, is at the center of your chest. And its color can be either green or pink. And this is, it makes sense. We often talk about our heart being broken or full of love because it governs our relationships, the compassion we have in our relationships, and the love. And this in alignment encourages love for yourself as well as others. And it promotes that emotional healing and harmonious connections. Moving up, we have the throat chakra. As makes sense, it's in your throat area. It does actually cover your mouth and ears as well. And its color is blue. It's more like a sky blue. And its area of governance is communication, self-expression, truth. And this goes for hearing as well as speaking. And when this is in alignment, it enables you to have clear and honest communication, both with others and with yourself. The third eye chakra is that location between your eyebrows. It's your forehead area, and its color is indigo. This governs your intuition, your insight, and your imagination. And when this is in alignment, it enhances your inner wisdom and helps you to see beyond the material world. So it fosters spiritual growth. And lastly, with the 7 main chakras, we have the crown chakra, which is the top of your head. And this color can be seen as either white or violet. And this governs your spirituality, your connection to the divine, whatever your name for it is. And when this is in alignment, it facilitates a connection to higher states of consciousness. Now, this isn't meant to be something to be worried about, because when we are in connection with God or whatever your wording is, it automatically draws you into that higher state of consciousness. And this promotes spiritual enlightenment and unity there. And it helps guide you to where is best for you to be. So it's optimal spiritual health as well as physical health. So once you know how your chakras and your meridians align, you can focus more in depth on the specific areas you want to influence. Energy in the body often follows your thoughts or intentions. As you relax into meditation, take a moment to see the way energy flows in your body. Are there some areas that feel stuck or hurt? Is there some place where things are feeling slow? Just simply relax and let your mind become aware of your body. The more you relax in your meditation and slowly make yourself aware of your body, the easier it will be to channel your energy and increase it throughout the day. Do you have the Cadillac kids? All right, now we're going to go into intermittent fasting, one of the oldest biohacks in the world. In this day and age, intermittent fasting is one of the hot topics when it comes to losing weight. But the practice has many more health benefits, including biohacking your way to more energy during the day. The whole process starts when you let your body fast for 12 to 16 hours per day. Now, if you've never done any type of fasting before, I would say choose one meal to skip or delay and see how that feels. Because while it sounds like a lot, as you sit there thinking about maybe another snack or two in the middle of the afternoon, if you simply stop eating after 9 p.m. and don't eat anything until after 9 or 10 the next morning, you've already accomplished it. Now, I know many people go 9 p.m., that's rather late. And I know for myself, I try to not eat after 7. But, if you're starting, this is a good place to start. As you fast, your body starts to produce more ketones, which act as an energy source for the body and your neurons specifically. The more ketones your body has, the quicker your neurons fire, giving you more energy throughout the day. One of the side effects of having more energy is that your body burns through more calories in a day, which can eventually result in weight loss to boot. On top of simply creating more ketones in the body, intermittent fasting helps you improve insulin sensitivity. The more sensitive you are to insulin, the better your body does at keeping things in balance. Your energy levels are even, as well as your overall health. As you go throughout the day, toxins can accumulate in your body. Everything from the dishes you use for your leftovers to the air you breathe on your way to work can be full of toxins that slow down your body and make it hard to focus. Good old-fashioned sweat is one of the best ways to get your energy levels up and the toxins out of your body. Creating sweat can happen in a few different ways. Hitting the gym and getting some exercise is one of the simplest ways to get some sweat flowing and your energy levels up. You might also check out and go to a sauna where you get all the sweat without having to hit the gym. Now, again, if you have chronic fatigue or adrenal fatigue, you may find it difficult to sweat. And so that's one thing to watch for is like, wow, I am working out, I'm in the sauna, and I'm hardly sweating. And that's something to consider. And if you do have that, then overwork on the workouts may be affecting you as well. So the more you sweat, the higher your energy levels will be. When you work out, your body produces endorphins, which boost your energy levels throughout the day. Even if you feel worn out at the end of a workout, you'll feel a rush of those endorphins after you wipe off the sweat and get back to the day. As you teach your body to sweat, you build reserves of energy that you can draw on later in the day. So I find that comforting to know that that workout I do, no matter how long or short, is actually following me throughout the day, giving me energy. So I know I talked about quality sleep before. Simply closing your eyes at the end of the day might not feel like a biohack, but there's a lot that you can accomplish by simply teaching your body how to get quality sleep each night. There's a system within your body and your brain that can only be accessed when you're achieving quality sleep each night. This system clears out neurotoxins from the brain, which helps you feel calmer and more energized each day. But sleep alone won't give you the kind of biohacked energy you want. Quality sleep is the best way to ensure you've got energy, plenty of energy to get through even the longest days ahead. To achieve quality sleep, there are a few things you'll want to incorporate into your nighttime routine. Start by cutting out all excessive light. Utilize light blocking curtains, shut off bright alarm clocks or lights, and keep your TV, tablet, and phone shut off. A dark, quiet room lets your mind relax and your body sleep deeply throughout the night. I find that this is probably one of the hardest things for my clients to do because, the last thing they do, they may have done everything else in their sleep hygiene. And so they have their phone in their hand, they're setting their alarm on it. And, oh, I'm just going to take one last scroll to see what people are doing. Or maybe there's a text or message there. And so weaning yourself off of that is something I encourage you to do. Take time to relax the body with some simple yoga or meditation. Keep the TV and phone off and read a book or journal as a way to get your mind in a relaxed state. Quality sleep resets your body and mind in every single way. Each night that you get quality sleep, you're biohacking your way to a whole new depth of energy. And of course, hydration. especially when it's as warm and hot, depending upon where you live. Getting plenty of water is a good rule of thumb when you're just trying to live a healthy life, but it can be a simple biohack to give you more energy throughout the day. Water is one of the best building blocks for your body, and it can have a profound effect on your energy levels. Without enough water to get through the day, your body can't process food correctly. It struggles to get ahead, and your body needs more rest to get simple things done. Drinking more water and keeping your body hydrated with quality, pure water gives you a boost of energy and helps you process everything fully. Instead of struggling to process food or exercise, your body can complete its processes naturally and efficiently. My apologies, my dog decided to come in the room and he left the door open. So water, and lemon water is really good. And I'll just throw this in here. Another biohack I learned about recently was taking a pinch of salt and putting it directly on your tongue and then drinking your lemon water or just even water. And that goes right, the electrolytes and minerals go right to your brain and wake you up first thing in the morning. And to be sure you're getting enough water throughout the day, find a water bottle or a brand of water that you really like. The more you like it, the easier it will be to drink plenty throughout the day. And I know this again for myself. It's hard for me to drink enough water throughout the day. So I do exactly this. I put lemon in there, maybe some salt, and it makes a type of lemonade, at least for me. Keep account for yourself each day on how many bottles or glasses you drink. I have a chart with where you can track your water. And then aim to keep that same number each day. Even when you find yourself reaching for another coffee or an energy drink, opt for some water first and foremost. And then the other tip with this is watch the color of your urine. If it is clear, you probably are staying hydrated or your body's not absorbing the water. The color of your urine should be like lemonade or straw colored. Enjoying the sunshine. Well, maybe it's a little hot for us to enjoy the sunshine right now, but you can get that first thing in the morning or at the end of the night. And so we spend the majority of our lives locked inside. Whether you're typing away on a computer or sitting in a lecture hall for class, you're usually inside four walls and a roof. I mean, right now, you're probably inside a room. Sunshine can do wonderful things for your body and your energy levels. The biggest and best thing that getting more sunshine can do for you is help create a pattern and assert a rhythm to your internal clock. If you want to be completely energized, keeping your internal clock in line is the first step to doing it. Being inside all the time can lead to a vitamin D deficiency, which in turn leads to an increased risk of all kinds of diseases. Getting more sunshine is easy. Step outside and go for a walk. Take your book outside for a reading session, and just take some time to safely soak up the sun and get your energy back. If you don't know what your vitamin D levels, it's a fairly inexpensive blood test. A lot of insurance companies don't cover it for whatever reason, but you can usually get it for like $30 at a Quest or LabCorp. Talking about being inside all day and getting sunshine, all that time stuck inside is spent working on a screen or just working in general. It's the wrong kind of light that you need. Taking frequent breaks gives your mind and body a rest. We often get the attitude that things just need to get done. And the only way to get it done is to fight through the pain, the fatigue, and the burnout that comes with daily life and work. Oops, what? See, now I'm, you guys are, okay, stop it. There it is. There we go. So as you take breaks in your work or daily chores, you're giving your mind space to rest and recharge, and your body room to get back on track. A break can feel like you're giving up or being lazy, but it can do wonders for your energy levels. When your body and mind step away from all those things that you think you have to do, you're giving them space to relax and recharge. Continuing to beat yourself up or push yourself beyond your capabilities won't help anyone in the long run. Even those simple breaks can give you a big push when you need it the most. Set aside time in your schedule each day to take a break from your computer and see in your chores even. Give yourself a time limit and utilize that break in whatever way you see fit. This can be the perfect time to get a little extra workout in, step out into the sunshine, or drink a refreshing beverage to stay hydrated. However you choose to use your break, and keep those thoughts at bay that you're not doing good things for yourself by not working. Keep them, say, I see you, but we're taking a break right now. So, final thoughts. Biohacks are one of the latest and greatest things in the health and wellness world, but they often seem to be completely above the realm of ordinary people. Too expensive, too invasive, too difficult to accomplish, and maybe not available. That's what it is for me. But there are a lot of biohacks that are easy to incorporate into your daily life and are completely affordable for anyone and everyone. Simple things like getting more exercise and sweating more, getting plenty of sunshine in your day, and continuing to stay hydrated with plenty of pure water are all considered biohacks. Each of these are also simple ways to boost your energy without having to reach for another coffee, tea, or energy drink to get the fuel you need to get through a day. Instead of turning to artificial ways to keep the energy boost alive, biohacks give you a quick, easy, and all natural way to build your energy up and hold it steady. Biohacking is a powerful concept that equips individuals like yourself with diverse tools and strategies, enabling you to take charge of your health like a CEO steering a successful company. However, you must do your research, evaluate the safety of the biohacks that you're considering, and keep your biohacking efforts in check, as too much of anything may not be a good thing. Biohacking can be a double-edged sword. While it offers tools to enhance health, an over-reliance on external products, services, or technology can overshadow the most powerful medicine of all, the innate healing potential within you. So that's a wrap. I want to thank you for being here. You can contact me, lynn.deboer.johnson@gmail.com. You can go to my website, feedingyourhealth.com. I have a Facebook group called Sage Wisdom. And if you go to my website, you'll see something like down here where it says ready to awaken your true you, schedule your free consultation. And now the floor is open. Ta-da! For any questions you might have or thoughts. Oh, and there were things in the chat I missed. Maybe? Oh. Okay. All right. Oh, I forgot to turn my video on. Sorry. And sorry for the interruptions. Dogs they don't know how to read. So, thoughts, questions, concerns?
I have a question.
Yes.
Lynn, why do they use the word hacking?
Okay, so when I was talking about the history of it all, and like I said, Dave Asprey and some of these Silicon Valley people did it. Hacking is a way to unlock something. So let's say you have 3 or 4 different keys and you're trying to get into this special jewelry box and you're not sure which one opens it. So you're using different keys to hack your way into it.
Okay.
I know hacking has a negative term in our society.
That's right. That's the difficulty for me, yes.
Yes, yes. And
Because
that's
I've
what I was
used
trying to hope to alleviate people when they hear biohacking is there is a positive side to it. There is a side to it that can be helpful for you.
Can I add something if it's okay with you about the
Yeah.
chakras?
Yes,
And it's
please.
just this one thing, the throat chakra. The lower part of with the body, the chakras, have to do with our life on earth.
Yep.
And the throat chakra is the link between our life on earth and spirit, which is
Yes.
the head. Like you said, the third eye and the head, you said it's spirit. And that's correct. But the link between one and the other one
It's
is
the
the throat
heart.
chakra. And the beginning and the top of the heart chakra, which is also involved with
Yeah.
spirituality. But this is the link with spirituality that we have.
Yeah. I
That's
love it. Thank you. Yeah. I've always thought of the heart is that conduit between the lower and the upper.
The upper, yes.
But you're right. And so many of us feel like they can't speak or they don't know how to, they're afraid to. And that's why some people will have things like thyroid issues is because of their thoughts on their speaking.
That's right. And that was, by the way, that's a Tibetan Buddhism a thing that I learned. And so the throat is, yes, it's very important for many things. You mentioned the thyroid. Of course, it needs the rest of the body needs it also, but it is the link between spirit and our part in the world because we are spirit in the world. So that's all. They're all very important. All the chakras, like you said, they're all very important.
They all serve a purpose.
All
And I'm grateful you talked about being in the body because our body is here as a gift. And so many people like to live up here in these spiritual realms because it might feel safer, it might be easier than to be in our body. But we learn so much when we are in our body. You know, the emotions flow through our whole body and
that's right.
and can teach us. So whether you're meditating or fasting or exercising, being in your body helps you to choose which of these biohacks you want to do or which is best for you.
That's right.
You know?
And you can ask your body and it'll tell you what it needs.
Absolutely.
We just have to learn how to do it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
Thank you,
Exactly.
Lynn. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. I love what you teach as well.
Oh, no. No, not here. I just wanted to say that because the body is so very important. And one of the important things about mindfulness meditation, which in reality is called Vipassana meditation, it's paying attention to the body because there's where you're supposed to be, not your mind someplace else. It's best if you are in the body and the body is in this very moment.
Yes.
Yeah.
In this very moment.
In this very moment.
Yeah. Yeah. And it can be scary. I always, people say, are you in your body? I'm like, well, of course. But when I started doing this trauma energetics work, when I was actually in my body, it was like, oh, it was like gravity exists. I felt my body, and it was like nothing else I'd ever felt before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard to do though. We sometimes don't want to be here. We'd rather be
Well,
in the past or the future, but not here.
yep.
Not now.
And we're not taught.
That's right. We're not.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's my job with my kids and grandkids, is to teach. How
I
about you,
taught my
Mary Kay?
kids
Oh, yes, you did.
when they were little, and my one of my sons was at the gym and with the heat thing that, and his son was turned around. He turned around and he said he looks like as if he's meditating. So when he opened his eyes, he says, "Hey, what's going on?" He says, "I meditate." He says, "How did you learn?" Duh, my grandmother. He said,
Yep.
else, you know. Yeah,
Yep. Exactly. Yep. We do a lot of those types of things here too.
yeah. The grandmothers are there.
The
That's what they're
grandmothers
there
are
for.
there.
That's
That's
it.
right. That's right. Mary Kay,
Yes, ma'am.
did you have any questions, or what were your
No,
thoughts?
actually, I was going, okay, other than like the meditation and, chakras, and other than that, this is stuff that my parents and grandparents have told me, has my whole life have, reinforced, so we call it biohacking, but
No,
Right.
and
like,
that's the new terms they call it, right?
yeah,
It's a new term, because now we have technology to push the envelope a little
right.
bit, but there's these ancient principles underneath it all.
Ancient principles that you just relabel, call it a new name, write a book, and boom, there you go.
There you go. Exactly. And then you're wealthy, or at least somebody is.
I really enjoyed this. And
Yes,
Lynn, thank you for doing this. I really enjoyed it.
absolutely. Absolutely. I hope you're doing well. It sure looks like it.
I'm doing wonderful.
I love it.
Catch up sometime. Okay.
Yes. All
Okay.
righty.
All right. Bye.
Bye. Oh, and Susie said she had to go. And I know user two said she's having problems with sound. She's not able to hear. Okay, well, I still see her on, as well as her otter, but it's hard to ask questions if you can't hear it. Anyway, I'm just gonna stop the recording here.